Hey guys, welcome to Sportsy. Let's talk sports. Again, we are here with the World Cup. We have seen World Cup happening since 1975. I just want to have a moment about every World Cup that has happened till now, about what is that World Cup meant. 1975, believe me, there was no clue any team had about what the limited over cricket was. Though it was 60 overs, but limited over cricket, West Indies came up as a champion only because of their amazing bowling lineup. 1979, the world started understanding what limited over cricket was, but again, West Indies was amazing with the fearful bowling lineup that they had. 83, how can we not think about 83 when we talk about India lifting the World Cup? But again, it is not only about India beating the West Indies twice and denying them the hat-trick, but it is also about the Kapil Dev playing the defining moment and building the team the way he wanted to build the team. 87, the World Cup happening in India for the first time, and that's when we saw the emergence of Australia as a world-beating side when ICC events. 1992, it was a game-changing moment for the world cricket because it first time played in the colourful clothes. It was in Australia, New Zealand matches. Martin Crowe was phenomenal, but it was the emergence of Sachin Tendulkar. The first time the world actually saw jaunty roads, what you can do with the fielding, and that is something about 1992. It was about the colours, it was about the fast, it was about the game, the speed, and everything all together. 1996, even though happened in India, there was nothing about India in that World Cup other than Venkatesh Prasad actually giving back to Amir Sohail and getting his wicket. The way the opening partnership of Jayasuriya and Kalu Vitarna was across the whole 1993 World Cup. 1999, again a different World Cup happening in England. It was Warney all the way. Shane Warne changed the face of the World Cup and the cricketing with the spin bowling, and it was the most formidable bowling line that we saw from Australia in 1999. 2003, first time World Cup happening in South Africa and India reaching the finals. That was a great initiative for India after 83 to go and reach the finals. But I think what we remember is about all Sachin Tendulkar and Viru smashing those amazing runs against Pakistan and giving the nightmares to Pakistan team. 2007, a disaster for India. It was first time happening in West Indies. India lost to Bangladesh and actually crashed out of the World Cup. It was a disaster, and what happened after that was again not so good from the fans towards the cricketers. You make them gods and suddenly put them down. It is not good. I think the fans should understand and be more responsible. That's what we learned from 2007 and 2011. That came, I still get a goosebump when Dhoni finishes off his style and India lifts the World Cup after 28 years. That Ravi Shastri voice and MS Dhoni hitting the six and lifting the bat and swirling the bat. I think that is something of 2011. 2015 was a different World Cup again in Australia and New Zealand. It was about the left arm pacers. It was about Stark. It was about Johnson. It was Bolt. It was about Wahab Riaz. The way these left arm bowlers were actually bowling, it was phenomenal. World Cup 2015. 2019, again little emotional. MS Dhoni getting run out in the match against New Zealand in the semi-final, and India coming out of the World Cup in semi-final. But again, what we learned was a bizarre way of New Zealand coming out of the World Cup is losing on the boundary count and England becoming the world champion for the first time. So guys, 2023 World Cup is happening in India. What's your moment?